Welcome back, everyone, to Disco Elysium. We're here with Randall Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. It's time to go back to Titus. What the fuck is up with this runaround? What is this horse shit? No music? Eerily silent. Did I accidentally turn the music off? Nope. Everything's on. Oh, there we go. It's back. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I was super scared. That never happened to me before. I wondered if I unlocked something terribly unpleasant. Yo, Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
You're full of shit. I talked to Clutch about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said. That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you the gold on that tape. Gold? It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. Fucking fucker. What did she say then? That it's fine? People are supposed to be like that? Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. Yes, in fact, I think she thought it was a little funny. Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore? Alright, I'll fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking... Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus. Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen? Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Nah, I know her. She's just a girl in over her head. You don't know? She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. Yeah, you're right about that. She takes way too many drugs. Well, it's as they say, you can't do anything with an underdose, the Mesk says with a philosophical look in his eyes. With an overdose, you can at least try to come off it. Take a bath, do breathing exercises, get medical attention as necessary. With an underdose, you're just you. Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like you, not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? I already told you. We fucking hanged him. There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood in the streets. The tribunal, don't you remember? I know you're tired. Why don't you just... You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said fuck off. This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits. That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over, you understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, and then he thinks best not to. On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it. What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the dockworker unions. Why don't we make it 40, huh? Why don't we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough yet. 100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager. The window might be closing. The more beers they get in, then the less cooperative they will be. All right, so let's do some rhetoric boosting. Yeah. So I need to take off the bum hat. I think I've got something that improves my rhetoric, and that improves logic. Nope, that's visual calculus. Shit. Still, I need to get rid of this hat. I have no other alternative hats. The hat's coming off. No, I don't think I have anything that increases my, my rhetoric. That sucks. Still, I'm doing pretty good. Let's put on the, sub-Icelandic rendezvous.
It's you again. What is it?
Can I talk to anything more about the hanging? Okay, no. Alright, I got about an even kilter, but I do have skill points to spare. I got 4 skill points to spare, so Titus? Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Yes. Convince Titus he's being manipulated? You should have known by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. One of his boys will. Just remember, it's about more than Clash. It's about these men in Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind. That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim. Excuse me? You'll get in it. Go on. Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you. Got it. Kill you because they don't like you, and all because you're working for the wrong people. Goddamn right, this is a union town. You work for the company, we will kill you. Fuck, Dennis, we don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company. Work for the wrong company, and they execute you. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking. It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't hit him, okay? That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the... Officer, you will be next if you don't shut your mouth. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm. Theo, I don't think we've heard too much of him. If you recall, he used to be in charge of the Hardy Boys. He's on to you. He knows what you're trying to do. What happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too in this bar for nothing? No. I'm not gonna do it. Too old for a shot like that now. You hear that, Angus? They're gonna kill me too. The most terrible fear, bigger than before. To your right, you sense you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to form one more movement, an instinctive jerk to your left, then no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. Oops! More dead cops. Oops! I pushed him a little too hard. Sad news, the district of Martinez is that the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers are pursuing a murder investigation but got caught in the dockworkers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Oops! Alright, I'll be right back and try not to push Theo a little too hard. Oops, whoopsie doodle. Alright, and I'm back. Wait, let's go back. I want to say something else. Oh shit. Nope, I fucked up. God damn it. Fuck. More dead cops. Wah. I'm such a dummy. Obviously the answer is to turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when... Shut up, Angus! He was dead before you hung him. God damn it, fatty. Say one more thing to the cops and I'll... Dennis? Stand or I'll beat your head in. Theo? Take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying. I left it home. Can't get it. I'm too fucked. Grabs his chest. I'm sorry. Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you, just give her up. Lizzie, your help is no longer needed. Go tell Everard. Fine, I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast. You're in. He's all yours. Questions. Sorry I made you guys fight. Me too. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead. He nods. You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it? I'm not sure. Probably a bullet. Wound was really hard to find. The coroner and an assistant are wrapped in blue, hands covered in blue gloves, mouths covered by blue masks, bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light, shine it in his mouth, he tells the assistant. Well, shit, can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun. Why? Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit. Girls, plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. Did she kill him? Cop, I have no idea. The girls didn't say. He doesn't think she did, or at least he hopes she didn't. What happened Sunday night? Klosh came down. She seemed really out of it, drugged up even more than usual. Bug-eyed, gurning, you know, not in the fun way. It looked like she redosed after something went down. I've seen her that way before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. How did you know? I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario, only in reverse. Good analogy, boss. You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench, and you keep taking it easy too, Angus. That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to. What happened then? We went upstairs. Sure as day, Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. He means they'd been fucking? Tibbs patched the window, and cops, we hanged it. And the corpse, we hanged it. Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy? Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. Tibbs, that's short for Tiberius. Yeah, good man. Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister anyway. So if Klosh didn't kill him, why cover it up? You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about? They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her from the old world where she came from. Who? They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your system, she'd get ghosted. That's all he knows, and that's all she's told him. And why would you help someone like that by taking on a murder? Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. So who killed him then? Any leads? Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere, so that's a clue. What are you thinking? I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them, either hers or his. Hers, you mean? I mean the people after Klosh. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her. I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself. And you had ideas about his past, too. I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably, or it could have been someone else from Krenel. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you. Whose idea was it to hang him? Hers? In a manner of speaking. Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one. Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl? That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing eighth Hardy. Fella, you think too much. He's off, all right. You're going to hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway. You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. His face sets like concrete. We're Hardy Boys, and that's it. You're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? Glad you understand. We did it, Kim. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time. You do that. And hey, cop, before you go... Suddenly the wind picks up. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column. Klosh came to Martinez to hide. A lot of us have. That's where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in now. She refused their protection, but you would still prefer if we didn't take her away. That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers. We'll take that into consideration. All right. Once more into the Klosh. I'm sorry. Klasje. Wild. How's my visual calculus? 5. Damn, that's good. Still, I think I've got some visual calculus classes. Here we go. I don't think I've got anything else that improves my visual calculus, though. Why am I gonna need it? If we're tracking a bullet, it's visual calculus that'll help me track it. To the window. This window was recently replaced. Okay. Apparently, I do not have the ability to do that yet. Although I know that the window was replaced. Which I was able to figure out. Nice work, me.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate to being here with you and what's about to come. I need to talk about your room again? Do you know where that door leads to? You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot. I'm not a good door kicker. Hardy Boys told us what really happened. I understand. Just like that, no resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time. This is good. Clear the air first between the two of you, then move on to questions. Is it? I think something's wrong here. Shh, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired, a twig trying hard not to break. If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time? Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into. I'm satisfied with that explanation. I am not. There is more here, miss. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern. What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this? You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. What did you do? Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will. What happens if they do? They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. There's a wince and a pained little smile. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't RNG's lit. What happened here the night he died? We were there, together, in bed, I mean. Okay, he was in a kneeling position. He'd just gone inside me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look, and there was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. Then what happened? He was heavy. I pushed him off, and he fell to the floor. There, he only had his boots on. I bit the pillow not to scream, and then I ran downstairs. There's a long pause. Then she continues. I waited for the second shot to come, for me. I thought there would be one, and it never came. She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt's burnt right down to your fingernails. Your cigarette, miss. Oh. That's a motherfucker. Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible. 11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight. That's okay. Were you inebriated? Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus some other things. I was just drinking. It doesn't fit with the testimony of Titus Hardy. He said she was higher than usual. Titus said you looked pretty high. Oh, yeah. Well, I did one of his lines just to clear my head. Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset. Did you? God damn it, electrochemistry! Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this? No. What did you do then? Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room. Downstairs, I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little bit. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs, and I knew there would be people there. So, you said you studied RNG's lit. What is with this fugitive stuff? I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank, competitive intelligence they called it. After that, I sort of transitioned out of the whole culture scene. What did you do to have these people come after you? It's not nice, but it's not illegal, not here in Revachol or even in Orange. What exactly did you do? Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again with a bigger company, the kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers and 2 decades worth of accounting. I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you. The job was Elysium County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Luxjob conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company, and you wouldn't know about them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know, but they're after me too, along with Luxcap and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into. It is. Not many, and many people lost their jobs, not just C-suite, ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting. A lot of people got hurt, but that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're just solving a murder. So what happened after you ran downstairs? Did you hear a gunshot? When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. Gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot. What happened after you ran downstairs? Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having a really good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me, and I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong. Who's Ruby? Ruby, you know, the leader. The leader of what? The Hardy Boys. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen. Like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. Would you say she's the 8th Hardy Boy? Why not? Okay, what then? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. That I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said that she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know? Takes care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used the belt to pull him up under the shower to keep him upright. To mislead you. They were tampering with the body. To produce lividity matching a hanging. Yeah. We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death? About 20, yeah. Ruby explained it would make the blood, you know, what it does. Then what did you do? Ruby went outside to talk to Titus from the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on, his armor too. It was tough. I've seen him take it off, and I've put it on him many times. I took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do, make it look like a hanging, and Ruby said they would do it. What did you do while they were hanging him? Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while, that we should lay low or something, so that's what I did. Do you know where she is? I don't know. I haven't seen her since. Could the people after you have killed him? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. And I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't get hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is simply paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. Maybe it did. I don't know. We can't go after Loosecap. Not yet. There are other saner leads. I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know is that you'll get nothing from there. Why'd you call the cops if you're hiding? Because I'm an idiot? I'm gonna have to... no, I don't think so. Why did you do it? You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting, and then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw rocks at him. Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol. She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. When was the window changed? Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it. You should have another look at the window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. In her bedroom? Inside? Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. I think we're done here. For now. Ooh, drama. It was love that did him in. He's thinking, are we done here? Let's return to this later. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in after all. I was right. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. Turn to cloche. It looks like love is what did him in after all. Remember this silence. This lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. Yeah. I'd like to think you didn't love me, or that it was chemically induced and not real. Why? It's easier that way. Was it though? Was it real? I don't know. So something's lowering my drama. Oh, it's from my office shades, actually. Do I have anything that'll increase my drama? Save the drama for the llama. Don't think so. So we're gonna get some electrochemistry on. Drama.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Drama. In God's name, wake up! Yes! But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have any doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds. I got nothing. You're right. Wise counsel. It is silly of me to imply she's deceived me. Gosh, she's so young, isn't she? She would look spectacular in a starring role. Be careful not to look too long into a soon-to-be famous face, lest it make you look at an indecisive suitor. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further, at least for now. Which reminds me, I've got points to spend. Let's put another point in volition, and actually put another point in drama. Boom. Let's give her some rolls.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Can I look into her
Pertaining to a
eye?
murder investigation.
Yes. But let's try drama again. Fuck. Well, hey, it makes me money, so I'm not too upset. That being said, I am a little salty because we don't get another test. We don't get another attempt at the volition roll. I'm not too worried about that though, because there's only one other volition task that we have. Oh, we have two. We have one for Kim, and oh, where's the filing cabinet? There's a filing cabinet we can look at that I failed. Oh well. Anyway, that'll do for this episode of Disco Elysium. Thank you very much for joining me. Good night, everyone. And hey, I made 2 Real off it. Woo!